Hi there, and welcome to Sam's Cooking. Today we have ripe bananas. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rescue them. It's so easy, it's unbelievable, and your family, kids, friends, everybody's going to love it. Okay, today we're actually going to make two kinds. We're going to make a batch for my vegan daughter's family, and then we're going to make a batch for me and the neighbors. So stay with us, and here we go with ripe banana rescue. Your call. Okay, so here we are. We've got our ripe bananas in here. I've got 6 of them, and I'm using a stand mixer because I don't really like to mash all the bananas myself. But if you don't have a stand mixer, or if you like mashing bananas, you can just put it in a bowl like voila, bigger. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some applesauce, and I've just put it in by the scoopful here. I got about 1/3 of a bottle. I'm just going to put it all in there. So I got 6 bananas because I'm making a double batch today. And I got this recipe. I started with this recipe because I was losing all my applesauce. The applesauce doesn't last that long when you open it, and I was losing it. And I was tired of banana bread, so I put them in there. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention, what we're going to put in there is going to put in some cinnamon, maybe about a tablespoon. And then, now here's where you can get creative. So since this is for my vegan allergic grandchildren also, I'm just going to mix up this batch. So I'm going to split it in 2, and I'm going to make theirs, and then I'm going to make everybody else's. Okay, so we're going to go over to the stand mixer now and mix this baby up. Okay, so here's what we've got. We've got mashed up bananas, applesauce, and cinnamon. Some of the pieces are a little chunky. You might want to bring it down a little bit. Or I could have put the speed up a little bit, got a little bit. The little chunk is good. It's good for it. So now I'm going to split this in 2 because I'm going to make, as I said, one for the grandchildren and one for the rest of the people. So here we go. We're going to split it in 2. Put maybe half in there. And that'll be a good topping for one batch that we'll come back to in a little bit. Now we're going to do the grandkids. And the grandkids like these chocolate chips. You can use regular chocolate chips, but since one of my grandchildren is allergic to soy, these are special no soy chocolate chips. So I'm just mixing it up in there. And there it is. There's my mixture. Now the other one, I'm going to put some nuts in there. A couple handful of walnuts. I like walnuts. I'm going to put some jelly in. This so happens to be blueberry jelly, but could be anybody's jelly. A little shot of that in there. Take some raisins, a couple of handful of raisins. There we go, there's the raisins. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a peach in here today because my neighbor Ralph brought me over some fresh peaches from his tree. So we're just going to put these in there, and then they'll mush in there. We'll have, I don't know, multiple flavors. All right, looking good, probably very tasty. In a second, I will have a taste. Okay, so now what we're going to do is make the batter, which is extremely easy. All we're going to do is add about a cup, maybe a cup and a half of flour, because I'm going to put a little topping on it. You don't have to, but I'll show you what I mean. So there's about a cup and a half. So put some flour in. Put about a teaspoon of salt. Maybe a little short of a teaspoon. Light teaspoon of salt. As you can see, I'm not all that accurate. And you don't have to be accurate. You know, they say baking is a science. I don't quite believe that, but I'm going to put a teaspoon of baking powder in there. I'm going to add a little water, maybe about a cup. But this is where you get a little feel. You just want it to be battery, so it flows. Very simple, nice battery. Put this off to the side. That off to the side. Get our pans and a little spray. Spray them up. One pan. There's another pan. Spray this little baby up. And even though it's a little messy on the hands, I like to get it all over the place, because even though it's messy on the hands, it's a lot messier when you got to clean it up and the batters stick. And then it comes out nice and easily also. One. There's two. All ready to go. I'm going to put that in there, just plop it on top, let it spread around. That'll spread around as we go. Now what I'm going to do, add a touch more water, mix this up a little bit. This is a new invention. I haven't tried this before, so we'll see how it works out. But that's the beauty of baking and cooking, is you can be inventive. So we'll see how this comes. Just a little topping kind of thing. Mix it in there. See, now this would be a lot more exciting probably if you put sugar in it too. But there it is. There's the tube. Now we're going to put the oven at 350, and we're going to bake it for probably about 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so here we are with the finished product. And I left them in actually a little longer than 30 minutes. It was more like about 40, 45 minutes. But you can see when the crust is sort of pulling away and it's thick, you know, you stick a fork in it, try to, in the crust area. That's all you got to worry about. It comes out relatively clean. Then it's done. So now you can serve this. I'd let it rest for about half hour or so, cool down a little bit, and then you can serve it with ice cream, serve it warm, or what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and then serve it cold, and then if people want to warm it up, they can do it on their own. See you on the next video. Take care.